Welcome to another exciting episode on TLC. Today, I will be talking to you about body shaming and eating disorder. I don't know if it's the new thing, it's a trend, or if it's generally acceptable by the society. My name is Tobi Jolugbo. I will take a quick break, and when I'm back, you would meet my guests. Welcome back, everyone. I have with me in the studio, Aina. Hello.
Hi, how are you
Good to
doing?
have you again.
Thank you for having me.
And I must compliment the skin of yours. It is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I know today I'm speaking on body shaming and eating disorder. First, what is body shaming to you?
I would say that body shaming is making people feel bad about what their bodies look like in that, current state that their bodies are in.
Okay. And you think you know people that have actually been body shamed before?
I would say that, every woman, to a large extent, everybody generally, not just women, have been body shamed.
Okay.
But maybe women more because, societal standards of how, a woman must look a particular way to be accepted by the society. Personally, I have, experienced instances where, people say, oh, look at your stomach.
Really?
I mean, my nose, for the longest time, I felt very conscious about, my nose because, people would make comments about the size of my head and the size of my nose.
Wow.
And these are like seemingly harmless comments, but,
over time,
I think about it like
it
a lot.
affects you.
Yeah.
So you take a look at it in the mirror and you think about it.
Yeah.
Wow, that is not good, actually. But I know it's been a new trend. But I want to find out, do you think it's been existing for a while or it's just a new trend?
I would say that it's been in existence for a while.
Okay.
If you look at some cultures across Africa, you would find that, there are places that for decades now, they iron the breasts of the ladies to prevent men from looking at them in a certain way. Or, you see that they just have funny traditions in codes that, is deeply buried in, having to prevent men from looking at women a particular way.
Yeah.
It ties back, to rape culture in a way. The culture where, you tell women not to...
prevent ladies being raped?
Don't dress a particular way to prevent this from happening to you.
So does this have an age range that...
No. I mean, like every other adversity that women face, nothing just started. Everything is, as old as time.
So if those ladies are 22 years old and you still have to look for something to flatten their breasts because you don't want them to be attractive to men.
So the moment you start growing breasts is typically when they start to do those things because it's from that age. I mean, men marry women that are 12, girls, because I won't say that a 12-year woman. So, I mean, if you can marry a 12-year-old girl, then think about the fact that if you can look at her sexually, that's not too old an age to start having your breasts ironed.
Yeah, so I found out that 62% of women have been body shamed and of course, they're never, ever comfortable with it. Rather than men, why do you think it's more rampant with women than men?
I would say that personally, this is my personal opinion. I think that, it's rooted in misogyny and patriarchy.
Whoa.
Because the world kind of exists to please men.
Yeah.
So it's the, don't be too opinionated. It's just another one of those things that you cannot be as a woman so that, men would look at you. Your stomach shouldn't be beyond a particular size. You shouldn't wear too much makeup, but at the same time, you should always wear, a particular level of makeup so that you can look attractive to men.
That is a lot of pressure.
Oh, yeah, that's not all. Your hair shouldn't look a certain way because, you will look ras. Or, the number of times
Did
I've
you hear
heard,
all this growing up?
I still hear it now.
Whoa.
Yeah, like, don't wear braids because braids don't make you look as sophisticated as weaves. Those kind of things. And I think a lot of times, people don't actually realize that these comments are actually body shaming. You know, like, oh my God, you have stretch marks. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do about my stretch marks now that I have them? Exactly. And you know, this is what births all these beauty standards that you have these days. You know,
true.
people want glass skin.
Yes.
People are going to extents that are unreasonable just to achieve, you know, this endless beauty standards, and you wonder where all the pressure is, you know, coming from.
Wow. Okay. I'll take a quick break now, and when I'm back, you would meet my new guest. Stay tuned. Still watching TLC. Our in-house etiquette coach, Remy Tidema, will be talking to us on a great first and lasting impression. Take a look.
Hi ladies, so when it comes to creating a great first impression, it's important that you pay attention to very, very important things, and I'm going to be giving you one of those today. When you're meeting people in person, especially when you're a lady, you'll probably be hugging, and the last thing you want is you smelling bad and them thinking, ew, why does she smell like that? Trust me, they'll remember. So I need you to pay attention to your shoulder up. When you're spraying your perfume, think back of my ears, okay, and the back of your neck, and ensure that your hair is freshly washed, smelling fresh, no foul odor, nothing smelling off, because remember, this area is where they're going to be meeting you, and 7 seconds is all it takes to create a great first impression. Think about this. What do I want to be remembered for?
Welcome back, everyone. Here in the studio, I have with me Cassie and Gospel. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good to have you back, Cassie.
Good to have you too.
I'm sure you enjoyed the last edition,
Yes,
right?
I did.
Okay, let's get right to it. Good to see you, Gospel.
Good to see you too.
All right. So I introduced the topic body shaming and eating disorder. Have you heard the word body shaming before, Cassie?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What of you, Gospel?
Yeah.
It's something you've heard before.
Yes.
All right. So what is body shaming to you?
Okay, I'll go ladies first.
I'm asking you, Gospel.
Okay. For me, it's when someone is being picked on, like because of probably your stature or something, your looks or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it for you,
Body
Cassie?
shaming is making someone feel less of their body, their physique, and how they look. That's just it. Body shaming.
Has it ever happened to anyone around you before?
Myself.
Whoa. You want to share your experience?
Yes.
Okay, please tell me.
Half of my secondary school days was like full of body shaming.
Wow.
Because I wasn't even as fat as this. I'm not fat, but I was damn skinny when I was in secondary school. So I used to be called Wall. I'll be called Stick. I'll be called so many names. I couldn't even like, if we're having like, I was a social prefect. And they'd be like, I don't even deserve the post because there's nothing for me to shake when it's time for parties and everything. I can't shake, I can't do this. I'm like, Top Max.
Sorry, what?
Top Max City College.
Where's that? Like in Lagos?
Yeah, on the mainland.
Okay. Wow. So it doesn't... I'm listening to you.
You were about to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell, I know, it's not just the adults that go through the body shaming thing. I think it already starts from secondary school. Just like, okay, Cassie, please.
So even my teachers too, they body shamed me. But they didn't know, I don't know if they knew they were doing it.
Okay.
But it was really affecting me.
Whoa.
I wouldn't even like stay close to someone bigger than me. They were holding my ankle like this. They'd be like, no, you need to eat. Don't you eat? You look sick. Look at your eyes. Like different questions, different names. I'm like, what did I do? I tried eating so many things.
So that actually prompted you to eating a lot?
Yes.
So was there any eating disorder?
I was just taking junks, taking unhealthy things, taking this sugar. I would just be mixing anything I read. I'll read the back of the stuff. I'll be like, is there any fat there?
Whoa.
So because I want to get fat, I don't want to be called skinny and bone again. I'm just going to eat anything fatty. Then it was just mixture of.
Whoa.
And it's really affecting me now.
Wow.
Yes, because
but you're a model now, right?
Yes, I am.
And this is supposed to be an added advantage for you,
yes,
in the fact that you're a model.
Yes.
So now, have you seen it as a plus to you, or you still see it as a minus?
I am actually very grateful to be this skinny.
Nice.
Because if I was bigger than this, I would have to do I can be a model. I mean, there are plus size models, but I can be a model irrespective of my shape or my size. But if I was to be my normal, I'm a normal model like this now.
Okay.
I'm not a plus size model.
Okay.
I would have to work out to get like the perfect size. I'm size 4, I think. So if I were to be size 8, the agency is going to be like, they might not even accept me into the agency. They might be like, no, you're too big for us. We can't place you internationally and stuff like that. So it's like very good for me now that I didn't even try to enlarge my body.
Wow.
At all. Yes.
All right. I know. How many people do you think has lost their confidence being body shamed?
A great number. I mean, how many people are confident in the first place?
Nice.
And yeah, so imagine how much more damage you do when you make little comments that are seemingly harmless, but clearly go a long way in, you know, making people feel a certain way about how they look.
Nice. Again. Gospel, have you ever seen anyone having an eating disorder?
Yeah, I know of a friend.
Okay.
So he's really fat.
Oh, okay.
He's really fat.
So this is not a skinny person trying to be fat.
Yes,
this
yes,
is a fat person trying to be skinny. Whoa.
But then he takes anything. It's like he's more like he's shameless. He doesn't care.
Okay.
He just takes anything. It's any freaking. I'm like, guy, you're fat. Like I don't. He just keeps eating and he's freaking
That
big.
right there is body shaming.
Another
I
form
know,
of
I know,
body
I know,
shaming.
but that.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that but
I
there,
get.
that but there.
Oh my God.
There is exactly why body shaming exists, right? Because
Okay,
everybody feels
true.
like, you know, there's a but then, right? The first thing is people look for an escape for whatever it is they're going through, right?
Yeah.
When I have depression episodes, I eat a lot, so I tend to gain weight. You'll find out that people that typically eat a lot, there's a reason why they're eating a
Yeah,
lot.
there's something behind it.
So it's very possible that there's a reason why, and I'm sure he wouldn't be comfortable talking about that with you because you're already judging and condemning him for eating so much.
Aside from that, like this guy is my friend.
Okay.
Is he really?
We talk about stores though. I
Okay.
think probably musical stores,
But
then,
his eating disorder, do you think it's prompted by something?
I guess it is.
Okay.
I guess it is.
Now
now-
that you think about it.
Yes, yes,
Something
yes.
must
Something
have
must
caused
be-
it.
yes,
was
something
he
is wrong.
was he a slim guy and just became obese, or he has always been like that?
He has always been like that.
Okay.
Yes, since I know him.
So what effort has he been making to try to cut down on his eating
Clearly
habits?
nothing from what he says.
Nothing.
Wow.
And so he's my guy. So I can say, okay, guy, please, guy, you know now, you understand. You actually need to control this and lessen the way you take these things. Just get anything, milk, fats. I'm like, Baba, calm down. Look at me, like, really.
Look at me, that's serious.
He's my guy, so he's like, he understands.
Into my
Really.
eyes.
What do you
Don't drink
see?
this milk.
Wow. All right, so I know I would pose this question to you. I know a lot of women especially have lost their confidence, and some of them think this could actually deter them from going into some certain places. I know of a friend who thinks a fat ham, because I wouldn't say she's big, she's on the big side, but she's just chubby when it comes to
There's a difference between
they call
big
it
side and
Mary
chubby.
Magdalene Ham, or you know, they just have a name for it.
Hostel mother, that's
Oh,
what.
exactly. So this would always make her, it disturbs her from even going to some certain places. It disturbs her fashion sense. She has to look at every dress or whatever it is you're giving to her just because of that. How do you think people can really help themselves get away from that? Because now I would think it's become a way of life for her. I try to talk her out of it, even when I tell her, you're slimming down. Your arms they're no longer as flabby as it used to be. But I'm not able to come. How do you think it's best to do that?
The first question is, what's wrong with flabby arms?
Gosh. Okay.
I mean, because trying to convince her that she now looks better is where the problem stems from. Because then she believes that something is ultimately wrong with how she looked. So until she gets to a point where she sees herself where she wants to be, she would never be comfortable with her body.
Okay.
So I think the first lesson to be taught is that bodies change. There is no ideal body, right? I mean, now we're all going to die, which means that in 100 years from now, nobody would remember what
Still
your body
have the
looks
perfect
like.
body, true.
So I think, as long as you're comfortable and you think you look great, I think people should wear exactly what makes them feel, good.
Nice.
It takes a while to get there, for sure. And I mean, if you live in a country like ours, people will stare at you and catcall and do all sorts. So yeah, it does take, a level of thick skin
for you to overcome that.
Yeah.
Nice. I would ask you my next question, Cassie, but let me take a quick break, and when I'm back, we'll continue the conversation. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. I still have with me here in the studio, Cassie, Gospel, and I know. Okay, Cassie, why do you think body shaming and disorderliness is rampant now amongst the youth in Nigeria?
I think it's lack of self-love.
Whoa.
Because if you love yourself the way you are, you won't even treat people that way.
That's true.
I feel like if you accept yourself, I am beautifully made, this is the way God created me, I can't change anything. You can't make other people feel less about it.
True.
I feel it's just lack of self-love.
What do you think causes it amongst the youth, though?
I feel sometimes people just want to pick on people.
They want to pick on other people.
Yes, just looking for one fault or something.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, his eyes, something. The other one looks small.
Okay.
The ears are big. Like me, I've gotten that before. Like, guy, your ear looks like Kekemara side mirror. I'm like,
Cameras.
Kekemara side mirror. I'm like,
Kekemara.
guy, why?
God.
This fine boy, why? So
That's
you
very
get.
cool.
I was dripping. I was like, guy, calm down.
You
See
really
me.
felt
It's
bad,
I was
right?
like,
The person said it to your face.
yeah, said it in my face. And I was like, yeah, you are beefing me. So obvious.
I know you do lots of, you're a digital marketer, and you see a lot of trolls happening on social media. How do you think I know body shaming is one of the most rampant things on social media. When the trolls come for you, how do you think those people must have really felt?
So like she said, there is a lot of lack of self-love, So these things are rooted in that. I mean, people wake up and they're angry at the state of their lives. So naturally, they're looking for, how to release that. I mean, if you live in Lagos, you have to wake up by 4 o'clock. You are in traffic till 8 a.m. Your boss is pissing you the hell off. Your salary is late.
True.
You have to go home in traffic. One egg is now 110 naira. Indomie is 120 naira.
That's
I mean, you can barely afford to eat.
That's true.
You would be very upset and unhappy. And then how dare you look this good, when I'm
When I'm hungry.
Yeah, so it's like, wow, your head is really big, though. I didn't notice that before.
Wow.
Yeah, and wow, your legs, your knuckles are really dark.
Wow.
You should do something about them.
Sincerely, that's really, really not fair. Do you go through trolls? Have you ever been trolled before?
On social media?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You just remember?
I feel like I need to hear that.
There was
story
one
as
time
well.
I wore a crop top.
Okay.
So I went for a shoot.
Yeah.
Then I took like random pictures.
Yeah.
Then I posted.
Yeah.
People were like, I am Eve. I'm the eating apple. Different names. Like, wow. I wanted to delete the picture, but I was saying no. I am confident. I love my body. But it was
You were affirming yourself.
I had to turn off comments because I didn't want anyone, even on TikTok, to really body shame me.
And what the age range of those people trolling you?
Even people older than me, body shame me. Yes. Even women, old women.
That don't know you.
I don't know. I don't know what I did. I don't know.
Wow. Why do you think adults will troll a young adult?
Like I'm not eating. I'm unhealthy.
You're unhealthy.
So where do you think that lack of self-love comes from? I mean, most people grow up hearing their parents tell them, you're too big, especially the women. So
But
who
I
will
would
marry you
believe
now?
you go for your age mate. It is, you wouldn't look at Cassie, a young 19-year-old girl doing well for herself, and want to go, oh, you're not eating well as an adult.
That's precisely what you would do, is because your life is, very possibly miserable. Again, people need an outlet. So if it's not Cassie, who else will
Okay. Wow. So I would ask you, Gospel, this question. So how much effect do you think this has really, like you mentioned your friend, for an example, but has he ever been trolled on social media?
I don't know. I don't know.
You guys don't follow each other on social media?
We do, but I don't check him that much on social media.
But how much effect do you think, I know you as a friend, you complain about his eating disorderliness, and I'm sure other people, but how much effect do you think these have actually had on him? Positively or negatively?
Negatively.
Of course.
Because he's still the same guy I know.
Okay.
The same size.
So, but is he, of course, he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
So what effort is he making to cutting down his size?
As I said before, he's not making anything. Like, I know this guy.
Okay,
he's
so
not
As
making,
I think I like him. He's not bewildered by whatever it is you're saying.
it's more like he feels more like you can't shame the shameless. More like, I
Oh,
want to
you
just
can't
live my
shame
life.
the
Yes,
shameless.
That's why it feels like he just wants to
Does he
live his
have any
life.
health issues?
Nah.
Okay. Okay, Cassie, so what do you think can be done for those that can reduce body shaming? Because I don't even think we can eradicate this thing. I just think maybe we can curb it. What do you think can be done to reducing that?
I think enlightening people on how to stop, body shaming people.
Yeah.
In a way, you make them understand that this thing is. I think people like to learn. They like to know what's right. Some people might not even know what they are doing is wrong. So maybe when you enlighten them, give them. You can even create like one program to enlighten people on body shaming and food eating disorder. So when you tell people, oh, what you're doing is bad. This is bad. It affects people mentally. People might want to change. I think that could work.
All right. I know what's your last word for us and anyone who must have experienced this.
Last words, because it is a lot of words.
Okay, please, I'm ready to listen.
Yeah, basically enlightenment, and people need to know that, again, bodies are different.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with your body as long as you wake up every day in your body and it serves you. I mean, think of everything our bodies go through. It's a whole lot. So if your body is, doing you well, I think you should be grateful for it while you have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of words.
That was good. Gospel, do you have any last words for me?
I feel like there's no perfect body. There isn't, because it seems as if social media is trying to project this perfect body, and it sort of just put everybody on that pressure,
Under pressure
to get themselves together. And they're like, I need to look like this. I need to look like somebody.
Has anyone ever told you you need to have a cis back?
Yes.
And
yes.
are you working on having a cis back?
I'm calming down. I'm calming down because it's a lot of stress.
Okay.
Going to gym and trying to get those. Calming down for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I really enjoyed my time with you guys. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I come to the tail end of my show. My name is Tobi Jolugbo. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at The Leading Circle. Till I come your way same time next week. Bye for now.
Ojololo jabalelo